Hey y'all, my name's Kaylin. I decided I was going to make a YouTube video and show off some yarny goodness. These are for Hat Not Hate. It is something that the yarn community is doing. That looks purple, but it's not. It's blue. These are light blue. They're just basic beanies. This one's the Divine Hat. I only made one of them. I put some texture in that one. Still looks purple, but it's not. Got that one, which looks purple. And then that one. I also have two that I have not sewn the ends in yet. But I will work on that later as I don't go back to work for a whole nother week. I'm also working on this one, but this one is going to be for me, myself, for the Hat Not Hate campaign. I'm using the Tunisian crochet hook, and I am doing the knit stitch with the Tunisian crochet hook, and I actually like it because I like knitted looking hats, but I can't knit. I've tried. I get the concept, but I can't do it. It is very awkward holding a needle in my left hand when all I'm used to holding is well, not a hook, that's what I was going to say, but yarn in my left hand, because that's what I'm used to, is yarn in my left hand, because I've crocheted since I was 15, and I will be very old this coming year. Just kidding, I'll be 35. So I've been crocheting for almost 20 years now, off and on, for the past maybe 5 or more years. I've crocheted more than what I have ever. I want to say about 5 or 6 years, something like that. But I did crochet my son a blanket whenever I found out I was pregnant. And he just turned 9 in November, so yeah, I didn't crochet in between that. But I looked at his blanket not too long ago, and apparently I didn't know how to crochet then. Because it was not square. It was, yeah. I think we've done our share of that too. But I know better now. What are y'all doing to pass the time of this quarantine? I have been crocheting hats. I also crocheted a baby blanket. Hold on and I'll show it to you. Alright y'all, I'm back. Here's the baby blanket. It's just, I think it's a little bit bigger than a standard baby blanket, but that's what I did. It's for a lady that I used to work with. Her daughter found out that she was pregnant, which thinks she could be due anytime. And that's not showing up true to color either. It's not blue. It is jade and mint green. And I used Red Heart Super Saver for that. But her baby shower was over the weekend, but I did not attend because of social distancing. I did not want to get in trouble at all. I'm not going to jail, and I'm not going to be fined because people gathered, more than 10 people in one gathering. Yeah, so y'all tell me what y'all are doing. Tell me what to talk about, because I don't know what to talk about. Let's see. Oh, I know. That blue yarn, this one, that color, which I've already gotten in touch with Yarnspiration, but throughout the whole thing I found pieces like this. They are sending me a new skein, but I made a standard hat, and I found 5 pieces like that. And I cut them all out, and I used them. But, I mean, who wants to do that? For real. But they're sending me another. They have to wait 3 weeks before they can send it to me, though, because of the COVID. Or coronavirus, whatever you want to call it. I call it either or. Sometimes it comes out COVID, sometimes it comes out coronavirus. But, what are y'all working on? I want to know. Give me some inspiration besides hat for Hat Not Hate. I have a poncho that I was working on, but I ran out of yarn, and I can't find it at my local Walmart, which is where, well, no, it wasn't my local Walmart that I found it at. I was actually in Florida. I'm from Alabama, by the way. I was in Florida when I got some yarn. It was Lion Brand Ferris Wheel in the color Cotton Candy, and I was making a poncho out of that. But like I said, I need more yarn, and I don't want to go back to Florida just to get yarn, because I don't know how long it takes to get there, about 30, 45 minutes, somewhere in there, maybe longer. So I might just order that instead, because that's not an essential trip. That's another reason why I haven't went and got it, because it's not an essential trip. So, hold on, I'll show that to you. Alright, here it is. It's not very big at all. That was two cakes. And it's not very big at all. So yeah. And then I'm working on this. Hold on. I thought it was closer. That poncho, by the way, is a poncho done by Crystal at Bag O' Day. And y'all have to know Crystal from Bag O' Day, because she's got 500,000 subscribers. And I hope to one day maybe get close to that. Maybe not. This is something else that Crystal at Bag O' Day is working on. Is her chunky blanket that she made for her mom. I got to push that into the back side so you can't see it. But I did it, and I had it worked way big, but there was a lot of holes in it. So I was trying to go through it and make it smaller, and that turned out to be worse than just taking it all apart and started over. So I just took it apart and started over. It's the big, I don't even know the name of it. Don't know her numbers either. But, because she numbers all her tutorials. And if you have not checked her out, you should, because she's wonderful. I love Crystal. And she's got a new channel. It's the Bod Squad. It's her daily vlogs of family time and stuff, which is really neat to me. But, anyways, y'all should check it out. The Bod Squad and Bag O' Day Crochet. Very good channels, in my opinion. Sorry about that. I wanted to get situated again. But here are the other 2 hats that I have made for the Hat Not Hate. And see, there's still I gotta sew in. And then this one, I put a little texture on it too. And there's the tail I gotta sew in. I didn't want to make them too plain, but I didn't want to make them not plain and, you know, kids fighting over them and stuff. Which I doubt they will, but you never know. But it's for no bullying, so maybe they shouldn't fight too much, huh? I don't make a whole lot of stuff that is wearable, except for hats for myself, because I don't like scarves, and I don't like cowls, because I don't really like the feel of yarn around my neck. So I have never made myself anything to wear like that. Except for hats. That's the most thing that that's the most of what I've made for myself is hats that I wear. One year for work, I made a Santa hat, but I did not make it the traditional red and white for Santa. I made it very bright colors, and I made a really huge pom-pom to go on it. And I got so many compliments on my hat that year. And I don't know where it's at now. I couldn't tell you if I have it or if I gave it away, to be honest. But a lot of people who knew that I crocheted, you know, they're like, oh, I love your hat. Did you make it? And then there were some that were, you know, that didn't know. And when I told them I made it, they were really amazed and told me that I worked really good. And which I get told that a lot. But, you know, we're our own worst critics. Like, we see the flaws that nobody else sees. They're like, oh, you did so good. And then you're like, but do you see this? Because that's where I made a mistake. My sister tells me if she can't see it, then there's no mistake there. I'm like, but it's there. I see it. And she said, you only see it because it's there. And I just said, yeah. And then I show it to somebody else and they say they don't see it. Even when I do point it out, they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I try not to judge my own work too much because, like I said, we're our own worst critics. So, anyway, I'm sorry, I'm working on this because I don't know what really to talk about. And I don't want to be boring because I don't know what to talk about. So I am working on this right here. Because I don't know what to say. I don't want to be boring. I do know that much because I'm bored enough sitting at the house. I don't need to be boring on this video either. Got 12 minutes and 25 seconds worth of video and I have no idea if it's good or not. Maybe I shouldn't watch it before I post it. Maybe just post it and see what y'all say. But I don't have too many works in progress. I try not to have too many works in progress because I don't like thinking, oh, I'm so bored with all those. Let me just start something else. That's one reason why I try not to have too many on my hook at one time. I try to work on one thing at a time or two things at a time, but not too many because I don't want to get to where I don't want to work on any of them and try and start something else too. Because I have something that's been on my hook for a long time. I actually probably only need 5 more rows on it and I'm done. And I haven't done it yet because I'm not even sure why I haven't even done that. To be honest, maybe I'll do that in a little bit. Work on that and get it done. Get it done and over with. And then I can show y'all what it was. Oh, goodness. So, I hope y'all are handling this being inside well. Because it's starting to take its toll on me. I like that we got some weeks off. I think this is our 2nd week. I don't know. I think the 25th was the last day. I think it was 25th. Yeah, we discussed that. Me and my sister did last night. Because we were filing for unemployment. My last day worked because I worked overnights. We worked 12 hours at the place I work at. And we work 12-hour shifts. And I work overnights. It's considered second shift, but I work from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. And my last day worked, or my last night worked was Wednesday night. And it wasn't last Wednesday, it was the Wednesday before that. whatever that day was. I hear my son outside. He's making a video as well. He's doing some real life Minecraft though. Don't ask me because I don't know. Sorry y'all, I had a text message. I'm recording on my phone. But anyways, I think I rambled a little bit enough today. A little bit enough. Rambled on for enough today. Or for my first video, we're at almost 16 minutes. I don't know how long to make them, because I don't know what I'm doing. I just don't want to be boring on this thing. Well, anyways, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.